Welcome to Monster Gladiator Gaming.
We've got the upper hand.
Alright, now.
Let's go.
Let's go for the Kutku again because they're speed monsters, so a technical monster would be easy to counter them with.
Amazing.
With episode 3 of Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. So, if you do like this video, like and leave me a comment on what I did well or what you'd like to see different. And if there is anything that you'd like to suggest that I do in the future. So, without further ado, let's go into the game. All right. Now we got like some resources from the area right there. Let's continue on with the Ashen Pass.
Right, we're here. Let's get your inaugural expedition underway.
Aye, Captain. Ready for action.
Well, that's the spirit. Now, as for the work at hand, we're going to explore the forest and have you look for monster eggs.
Yep, you heard it right. We're looking for monster eggs. And
You got it. But that's all we're doing? Looking for eggs?
Exactly. It may not sound glamorous, but egg hunting's one of our essential tasks. And this is how we find the monsties who become our partners, after all. But that's not all. There's another reason egg hunts are so important to we rangers.
well, personally, I've always liked the whole egg mechanic of Monster Hunter Stories. I find it rather fun personally, and honestly, it's one of those things that is typically quite fun for me. So just as a side note, that I find the egg collecting a fun mechanic of this game.
And, what reason is that?
It's simple. Counterintuitive though it may seem, egg hunts are a way for us to protect endangered monster species. When we find an endangered species egg, we take it and hatch it. Then we can return it to the wild, bolstering their population.
That really does set you all apart from your average riders. What a great thing to do.
By the way, do you know why more and more monsters are on the brink of extinction?
Environmental changes brought on by the encroachment, maybe?
Well, I mean, I would guess that would be the reason why there would be Monster Hunter species disappearing, would be the possible changes in the environment of the game, but
Right on the money. You really do live up to your reputation.
I'm still learning.
That's all the more impressive. But we think there may be another factor at play. In addition to the crystal encroachment, that is.
yeah, this whole crystal thing might be an interesting mechanic part of the game. They're probably gonna do something with that later.
Are you familiar with feral monsters?
Feral monsters. Oh, yeah. They're sort of like regular monsters, but super strong and aggressive, right? From what I heard, no one's ever encountered one of those beasts and lived to tell the tale.
Huh? Hold on a moment. That can't be right.
Huh? What do you mean it can't be right?
Can't be right. Why can't it be right?
If no one survived, how would the rest of us even know how strong they are?
Well, that's exactly why that would make sense that anybody would know that those monsters exist. Obviously, that's kind of a ridiculous point in the. That's kind of a ridiculous thing for them to say, I guess, if you think about it.
Whoa! I never thought about that! You're sharp, little guy!
Well, you've got the super strong part right at least. Their might defies the very laws of nature. Now imagine what that power does to an ecosystem. I'll tell you more about feral monsters down the line.
Sounds like sounds like that should be sounds like that might be a very interesting mechanic in the future of this game.
I am all ears.
We should probably get going. You can give her the lesson on the move.
So obviously, yeah, if you like this video and others, then obviously stay tuned eventually for the feral monsters being included at some point. Oh, we got golden fragments apparently. And honey. It's snake bee larva. Huh.
Let's give it our all.
Let's go!
All right.
Now, it's time to fight the giant Bonabra bugs. If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, then feel free to correct me in the comments.
You did it! All right.
And those bugs, those bugs are always really creepy looking, but they're actually really not that difficult to fight. Something I think is very good about the Stories game here is that the bugs are, just like the regular Monster Hunter games, are never that difficult to fight. Magia Charm Recipe. Oh look, bones. Surprise attack. Really? I get attacked by a bug while trying to collect bones? Okay, that's irritating. I really don't like that. I really wish I didn't have to fight bugs to collect bone resources. That's kind of annoying. But there's 3 of them, but they're like very weak, so.
This'll do it.
However, the surprise attack mechanism The surprise attack mechanism could be very interesting. Because the surprise attack mechanism could be used for larger monsters later in the game, possibly. And that would be really interesting. Have like quite a bit of a challenge to get resources because powerful monsters might jump out and surprise you instead of bugs. Bugs are just irritating. I'm just gonna go with technical.
Looking good! You did it! All right!
Don't push yourself.
You did it!
Yeah.
We did it!
Alright. Did we not get any bones? I guess not. Alright. Maybe something a bit faster.
What? What?
Is there pig on a cliff? What? What? Where did that? Why?
Let's see.
Oh, storm could have put it up there. Interesting.
Hey,
Maybe I can climb up there, or I could just glide up here. Oh no. Okay, well I can climb. Maybe. Let's see. Guess not. Okay. Guess I'll just try and jump up there again. Or not. Okay. There we go.
What's this?
Rescued a really cute little pig in pants called the Poogie. Is the species in the Monster Hunter games of the pigs is called the Poogies. Let's go ahead and fight this Velocidrome here.
Handle it together.
Let's go! Got this!
Or Velociprey, never mind.
Let's do this! You can do it! All right! You did it! Excellent job!
Got him! We got them both! Alright, now back to the expedition.
Let's give it our all.
Let's go!
All right.
Let's see. Let's switch to the Yonkutku.
Nice one.
There we go.
I'll take it. Yes. You did it. All right. Yeah. On to the next.
Gonna gather some gems here along the way. And there's the cave. Or that's not a cave, that's a crystal, never mind. Yeah.
I
From a
know the
distance.
stories, but this is something else. It
From a
really does
distant-
look like a giant egg.
Well, they do call it egg quartz for a reason.
From the distance it looked kind of like a cave.
What's that inside?
A Kezu.
Yeah, those Kezus are
Hardly
creepy.
see any these days, but they were once pretty common.
I don't like Kezus, they're really
Is it
creepy.
Alright to touch?
Yeah, the Kezus are like one of my least favorite monsters.
Heard it.
Kezu's one of my least favorite monsters.
The first egg quartz was discovered around 200 years ago. After that, however, there were no other discoveries until 10 years ago, when people started finding egg quartz everywhere.
I wonder what changed.
No one knows. There's no rhyme or reason to where egg quartz appears or what monsters it encases. With that said, I think getting to the bottom of the encroachment is our duty as rangers.
The whole egg quartz thing.
Regular One's greatest mysteries? Man, the Rangers are so cool.
I wonder what the whole egg quartz thing has to do with like this the story here.
Courage is commendable, but safety comes first. No matter what happens, don't forget that.
I'll take that to heart, sir.
Sir? That's not bad.
I wonder if the egg quartz has something to do with like possibly the whole like storyline of what's happening in the game's environment with like things acting strangely.
Yes.
Maybe the egg quartz is some kind of like fossilized cocoon that could actually possibly have monsters that are still maybe alive in it at some point, like sort of like a cocoon instead of a fossil. So, that would be interesting if they did that.
Okay. Can handle it together.
Let's go. Got this.
Apparently the roar has a range on it that is much lower than what I thought. So I guess we're fighting bugs now. Okay. This should be easy.
You did it!
You okay?
Are you okay? Now's a chance.
Alright.
Let's go.
Whoops. Alright. The roar is not scaring them away.
Let's give it our all.
Let's go!
Maybe it has to do with specific monsters. Because the roar did not scare everything away. Maybe, let's see, maybe it's the Rathlos that has to scare everything away. Because the Tobi-Kadashi was not scaring them away. With the roar, at least. Maybe I was just using it wrong somehow.
Alright! You did it! What a win! Good, right?
Well done, everyone.
Now they're running. Okay. Now that worked. So the Tobi-Kadashi can scare them away.
What's this?
Thunderbead. Therabead, something like that. Trap tool. I like this whole gliding thing, that's really cool. Because there's more monsters in Stories 3 that can glide apparently than in Stories 2 or 1.